Dear students, today we will study construction and working principle of DC motor. First, what do you mean by a DC motor or motor? That is, if electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy, the machine is called as the motor. That is, the input to the motor is electrical energy, then out of it, what you are getting is the mechanical energy. That machine is called as the motor. Means the motor converts electrical energy into a mechanical energy. Then the construction of a DC motor. Once again, the construction wise, the DC generator and motor are one and same. That is, motor construction same as a generator. Okay, if it is a DC machine, once it is a designed, then if you are giving a electrical input, out of it you are getting a mechanical output, the machine is act as a motor. The same machine, if you are inputting a mechanical energy, then if you are getting electrical output from that, it is act as a generator. Means the same machine can be used as generator or motor in the case of DC machine. Therefore, the motor construction is same as generator. As in the case of generator, we seen there is a rotor, there is a stator. In this case also, we have what? Stator, that is here it is a field, and in the rotor circuit we have what? Armature conductor. It is same as a generator. We seen in the case of a generator, the stator is consist of field. Its object is to create the magnetic flux, whereas the rotor is the nothing but it is a rotating part of a system, and it contains the number of armature conductors. They are connected in a particular fashion. Therefore, just I will show you a schematic diagram of the simple DC motor. That is, it has got a stator system. It is consist of the magnetic field. Usually these are used as electromagnets. About a N and S pole. Then it forms the stator. That is, the field system forms the stator. The objective of the stator is to produce the magnetic flux. Whereas the rotor is nothing but it has got the armature, as well as there is a commutator segment, as well as the brush. The brush is at stationary. However, the armature coil or armature conductors and the commutator segments, they are rotating. This forms the rotor circuit, whereas the field system forms the field system. See, I shown here it is as the armature, the south pole and a north pole. Then we have what this is a brush, and this is a commutator segments. Then here as a motor, I told you it converts the electrical energy into a mechanical energy. What do you mean by that? That is, here I shown here we are giving a DC supply. DC supply means you are inputting a DC power. DC power means it is nothing but voltage and the current. That is the input to the armature here. Armature here. Then the what output you are expecting from the motor? That is a mechanical energy in the form of rotation of the armature conductors. That is, the input to the armature is the electrical power, and the output you are getting in the form of a rotation, that is the mechanical energy. Then how exactly the motor works, that we'll see now. The working principle. Working principle is very simple. That is, whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, a force is set up on the conductor. That is, when if you are placing current carrying conductor under a magnetic field, there is a force is exerted on a conductor. Because of that force, the conductor start rotating. This is how, that is, whatever the electrical current you are giving to the armature conductor, because of the voltage V, therefore you are inputting a electrical energy. to the armature conductor. It is injecting the current in the armature conductor, that is the input to the electrical energy to the machine. Then when the force is exerted on a conductor, the conductor start rotating, that is nothing but the conversion of the electrical energy into a mechanical energy. That we can see here. See here. Here there is a conductor. I am passing a current in this. How we are passing a current in that one? We need a voltage. If you are applying a voltage, there is a current is flowing. Therefore, what is the power input to the machine? It is V into I. Therefore, whenever the current is flowing in this conductor, which is placed under this magnetic field, then the working principle states that whenever the current carrying conductor is placed under a magnetic field, this is a magnetic field, then the force is exerted. Because of that force, the conductor start rotating. This is how the conversion of the electrical energy is into the mechanical energy. Therefore, you can see here current carrying conductor is placed on a magnetic field. Therefore, there is a force is exerted. Therefore, the conductor start rotating. The conversion of the electrical energy into rotating magnetic energy. Mechanical energy. Then working principle. Just I will show you some of the animation on how exactly it is working. You can see here. I am inputting the electrical energy here, means between positive and negative brushes. I am inputting the electrical energy between positive and negative brushes. Because of application of the voltage, the current start flowing in the armature conductor. Then I have got a magnetic field here, means it is creating a magnetic field here. Because of the flow of current, the current is flowing in the armature conductor. Current carrying conductor is placed under a magnetic field. Because of that, we are getting a force is exerted. Because of the force exerted, this rotor start rotating. Therefore, the conversion of this electrical energy into rotating mechanical energy, what we are getting from the motor. This is how there is a conversion of the electrical energy into rotating mechanical energy. That is nothing but it is a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field. There is a conversion of electrical energy into mechanical energy. The one more, the animation, it is explaining the same thing here. That is, once again we are inputting the electrical energy here, means we are passing a current in the armature conductors, which is placed under a magnetic field. Because of current carrying conductor is placed under a magnetic field, therefore force is exerted on this conductor. Because of that, the armature start rotating. That is how there is a conversion of the electrical energy into rotating mechanical energy. You can see the another animation also here. You can see here this red mark, they are the force exerted on a armature conductor. Because of that, it start rotating. You are getting the mechanical energy out of it. Next, you can see here, then how to find out the direction of the force, how we are getting. That is, we know that in the case of a DC generator, we are determining the direction of the induced voltage or a current by Fleming's right hand rule. But in the case of the motor, how the force is exerted, in what direction the force is exerted on a conductor is determined by Fleming's left hand rule. That is, once again, if I stretch your forefinger, middle finger and thumb are right angles to each other. You have to stretch your forefinger, middle finger and the thumb of the left hand. You have to stretch a right angle to each other. There is a right angle between these two as well as the right angle between these two. Then your forefinger in the direction of the magnetic field, whereas the middle finger is pointing towards the direction of the current, because we are inputting the electrical energy here to the conductor and we have got a magnetic. Means once again here to working principle, the three things are observed here. You can recall back for a generator, we have got a conductor, we have got a field, then we need a relative motion between conductor and a field. That is, we have got a conductor, we have got a magnetic field, then we need a relative motion between the conductor and the field. That relative motion is by the mechanical energy. Because of the rotation, the conductor start rotating. Because of the conductor cutting the magnetic field, there is an induced voltage in the case of generator. Just you have to think in the reverse way in the case of the motor. There is a magnetic field, there is a conductor, then what you need is, we need a current. In the case of generator, we need a mechanical energy. In this case, we need a electrical energy in the form of, we are passing a current in the conductor. We need, in the both the cases, we need a magnetic flux as well as a conductor. In the case of the generator, we want a rotation of the armature so that I can get the current. But in the motor, I have got a magnetic field, I have got a conductor, and what I want is the current, that is the electrical energy. Means, if we are passing a current here, because of current carrying conductor, it is placed under magnetic field, there is a force is exerted. Okay. Therefore, once again, the forefinger in the direction of the magnetic field, then what you are inputting? The current, we know that direction, we know the magnetic field direction, we know the current direction, then ultimately the thumb represents the direction of rotation or direction of the force exerted on a conductor. Therefore, it is used to determine the direction of force acting on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. The middle finger, the forefinger and the thumb of the left hand are kept at right angles to one another. Therefore, the middle finger is represent the direction of the current, that is, it gives the direction of the current, that is a middle finger. The forefinger represents the direction of the magnetic field. This gives the magnetic field direction from N to S. Then ultimately the thumb represents will indicate the direction of force acting on the conductor. Thereby it is rotating in the one direction, it is in the clockwise direction. It is rotating in the clockwise direction. This is how we have to, there is a force is exerted on the machine. This is a working principle of DC motor. We have to remember that to get the mechanical energy from the electrical energy, the two things are necessary. One is the magnetic field, the another one is a conductor, and the input is the electrical energy in the form of current is passing through the conductor. Current carrying conductor is placed under magnetic field. There is a force is exerted and the direction of the force is determined by left hand rule. The next class we will see the back EMF and significance of back EMF, and also we will derive the torque.